Good day, everyone. My name is Olabimpe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, I would like to talk about a skill that is very crucial for us to have, both in our personal life and in our professional life. And it's called emotional intelligence. Yes. Now, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is, your ability to manage, to recognize, and understand your own emotions and that of the people around you. And for you to be able to do this, you need to have some skills. One of it is self-awareness. When you have self-awareness, means that you're able to understand your emotions and how it, affects your thoughts and your behavior. So you're self-aware. Then also self-regulation. Self-regulation is when you're able to, to manage your emotions and put it under control, especially in a stressful situation or when in a tense environment, you can still express yourself appropriately. Yeah, okay. Then also you need to have empathy. Empathy is, understanding and recognizing people's emotion, people around you, and being able to respond with compassion. Not everyone is empathetic in nature, and that's why you will see that sometimes when you watch a movie that you would cry because you feel sorry for the character in the movie, or you feel, oh, this person is going through a lot of pain. You can feel other people's pains and emotion because like you're wearing their shoes at that time, and so it makes you feel sorry for them. Sometimes you will wait for them, just like a lot of people shed tears while watching this Troll movie because of the character in the movie, Taraji, single mother. Whereas there are other people who would see that movie also and wouldn't feel any sense of emotion, wouldn't, feel like anything is happening. Like, you understand? It means that they might lack empathy, so they cannot feel other people's pains. And so having empathy is being able to recognize people's emotion and responding to them with compassion. Then again, motivation. When you are selfly motivated, it means that you have emotional intelligence. Like you do things most of the times you want to achieve things based on your personal satisfaction, not because you're seeking validation from anyone or because there's a reward or benefit that you want to gain, but you just want to do things, you want to achieve those goals, you want to, you're focused and you're trying to get the best of whatever you are doing at that point because they would give you satisfaction, not like you're seeking for validation. So it's part of those skills that you would possess if you're emotionally intelligent. Then also you have social skills. Not everyone has social skills. So social skill is when you're able to build meaningful relationship with people, you're able to build healthy relationship with people. And when I say healthy, it means that there might be conflict, but you're able to resolve them, without escalating. You understand? So that's what it means to have social skills. Now, you'll be wondering why is it important? Now, let me cite an example. If you let's say you're a customer service personnel and your customer has called to give a complaint, to lodge a complaint that, oh, I got some products from you guys and from your company, sorry, and you know they have a bad feedback on that product, and while giving their feedback, the customer was unhappy. If you're someone who is emotionally intelligent, you would know how to respond to that customer at that point in time. Because one, you can wear the customer's shoes, you can feel their pain, and all that will be running through your mind is one, you would be, you would give a listening ears, you'll be attentive, you would want to get the point of what the customer is trying to, say, and at the same time you're trying, oh, how can I ease this pain? How can we make it up to this customer so that we can have a customer retention? The customer will always be willing to come back. It's the way you treat that complaint at that moment, how satisfied the customer is, that will make the customer come back. But if you're someone who is not emotionally intelligent, when the customer complains, because you cannot feel their pains, you just be like, okay, 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 I'll pass it to who will treat. You're not eager to see you know, how that problem is resolved. So follow up would be like you be doing it like you're doing a job. Unlike when you're feeling the pain of the customer and at interval you're following up to ensure that, oh, have we resolved customer issue, So that's the importance of, being emotionally intelligent. Also, if you're a team leader, like, or you're a manager and you lack emotional intelligence, there's no way you will have team collaboration among your team members. There won't be collaboration, and it will be so difficult for your team to be creative. Do you know why? Because if you lack empathy, sometimes when your team member comes to you or your subordinate say, okay, I want to make a suggestion or something, even if when those things are not, related to the solution you want at that point in time, because you lack emotional intelligence, you will be insensitive with the way you will respond to them. You'll be like, no, 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 no. You might just, um, dismiss them like, oh, what they're saying is not valued. And at that point, the employee or your whatever, your team member will feel like, oh, I don't feel valued. My contributions are meaningless. So even if I have something to say, because I know the kind of boss I have, I would think twice before saying anything. So when you're working on a new project and you're asking for opinions, like, people, can you contribute? Everybody will go mute, because one, they know that you don't process your word or your thoughts before you speak. You understand? And also, when there are conflicts, if you are not able to manage your team members' emotion properly, it will escalate into a conflict. And when there's conflict, there'll be loss in performance. Your performance efficiency will drop, because one, the time you're supposed to use in focusing on the task, that's when you'll be trying to resolve conflicts, to avoid it being escalated. And so it will end up affecting your productivity as a leader. So it is important that we check ourselves. Then how do you know if you are emotionally intelligent? By doing self awareness checkup. You can ask your team member, give them a questionnaire to give you feedback about you. You can tell them to remain anonymous so that they can also pour out their mind and let you tell you the truth based on how they feel about you. Then also self-regulation, enhance self-regulation. Most times, always process your thoughts, your word before you speak. Then check, oh, am I being unfair? Even when you are under tense or you're having a bad day, you shouldn't transfer aggression to your team member or to your colleagues at work. It shows that you can control your emotions, and that's why when they'll say a customer is always right. If you can't control your emotion, if you have a customer who is, who comes at you and you feel attacked, or you feel, oh, this customer is so rude, you will come out and you start talking to them. You might end up insulting them, because you can't put your emotions on that check. So it is important for you to have to always check yourself, self-regulation, regulate your emotions, self-awareness, get feedback from your team member. And also, if you are not emotionally intelligent, it will be difficult for you to take constructive criticism. It will be difficult for you to give feedback and also take feedback. So you need to work on yourself. If you want your team to be productive, even as a team member, you want to be productive, and you want to be able to build relationship with people, you need to be emotionally intelligent. Think of others before you say those words. Thank you. I hope that after listening to this video, watching this video, you will go and check yourself, because emotional intelligence is key and crucial to your growth as a team member and as a team leader. Thank you. Have a productive day. Bye.